He asked for my help doesn't mean he's not an independent person. We all need help sometimes. Sometimes people just drive us nuts. Anyway, today I let him know that, same as yesterday, I'll give him a ride anywhere he needs to go. So this morning he went over there to get some of his stuff, and Molly wanted to tell him she needs him to do this and she needs him to do that, and if he helps her with that, he can have his stuff back. And really, she's just being a pain in the ass about every goddamn thing. Pardon my French. My phone's almost dead, so I'm gonna try to plug it in before it dies. He is getting a day pass for the bus so that I don't have to ride him around everywhere, which is totally cool. I wasn't planning on riding him around everywhere because he doesn't really ask to go hardly anywhere. But today he's got a lot of errands to do and run around and take care of, and he doesn't want to be an imposition on me. As far as doing what Molly wanted, he tried to do what she wanted. It wasn't good enough, so he's hoping that she'll get on a bus. There's a possibility that she won't because she's got a bunch of gear at camp. There's no way that she's going to be able to carry it all. The fact that half of it's his is kind of helpful because she might leave it there for him, but it seems to me that she is the kind of person who wouldn't see it as stealing unless it was her that it happened to. When it's her doing it, it's not theft. It's owed to her. He should have done this. He should have done that. So with him being independent and also being very patient with her, he said he wanted to snap at her a couple of times, but he was just, what's going on right now is important and needs to get dealt with, done with, and finished with. So that's what he's focused on. He wants to get all of his stuff out of her camp and be done with her. With her this morning, I guess when she came up and was with him and was talking sort of nice, he was going to run an errand for her. And then she came back without him, and she said, "Have you seen Tom walking by here?" I said, "No, the last time I saw him, he was with you." And she talked pleasant. So then about 15-20 minutes later, Tom comes by. He asked me if I'd seen her. I said, "Yeah, she was looking for you." She wanted to know if you'd gone back to camp. He said he wasn't planning on going back to camp. He told me about the errands he had to run today, and since they're in the same direction I gotta go, I figured, well, I'll volunteer to give him a ride there. But he was waiting on her to hopefully, well, get her stuff concluded so he could get his stuff back, and then we were going to go. Well, since it's ended up being a couple hours of hurry up and wait, he decided to just cut me loose. And ride the bus himself. He does have enough for a day pass for the bus, so that's cool. It's halfway through the day already, so I don't know how much good it's going to do him or how late the buses run, but, well, at least it's a start, right? He needs to take some stuff to storage, so hopefully he'll call me later when he's ready to do that. He doesn't really want to go back and listen to her, because I guess when she was talking nice to me and looking for him, he said, well, what happened is I went to camp to give her $1.50 so she'd get on the bus like I told her I would, and I set the $1.50 down for her, and he said, I thought I'd heard every curse word out there. He said, I set the $1.50 down, and she started cursing, and I started walking away, and she kept on cursing until I was out of earshot, she's probably still cursing. Yeah. So he's trying. He's being far more patient than anybody else here. He's spent more time with her and been far kinder to her than anyone else is willing to at this point. With her talking nice to me after the whole situation with the cops, yeah, I don't care how nice you talk to me after something like that. I'm not going to trust you. Also, even though she talked nice to me, she was still talking trash to him. With her, if she doesn't get her way, she's going to accuse you of something you didn't do. Probably theft. That's her big kick right now. But I'm worried that, well, since nobody believes her, because everybody's been around the situation and they know how infinitely patient that he's been with her, she might, what do you call that, advance, step up, kick it into high gear, push heavier things, I guess. Like, if accusing somebody of being a thief isn't good enough, you accuse them of being on drugs. If that's not good enough, you claim that they assaulted you. If that doesn't work, you claim that they sexually assaulted you. So, at this point, I'm glad that he's only having to deal with the, oh, well, you stole from me thing. But he didn't. He took his stuff. The stuff that he bought because she was bitching, he went and took some of that stuff back because she was bitching at him. And then she bitched at him for taking it back. She bitched about a problem that she had. He went and got a solution. Then she bitched at him for spending his money on that solution. And then she bitches at him because he takes that solution back because she bitched at him. Like, there's no way to win here. He feels bad for her. He feels responsible for her. But you know what? He's not responsible for her. He shouldn't be held responsible for her. She's a grown-ass adult. She should stop playing like a petulant child who didn't get what she wanted. This lady is probably 60 years old. She never grew out of the junior high bullshit. Tom's independence, as well as his willingness to help others, you know, that's an important thing to me. It's an important thing to me to know somebody's quality and content of character. If you're going to tell me that he's in the wrong in this situation, well, you can go ahead and say that, but you're wrong for doing so. You're wrong for saying that. And I'll tell you that straight up. It's not his responsibility to wipe her ass. The fact that he has been as incredibly patient as he has with a woman who is highly predatory towards the homeless and feels that she is entitled and owed every goddamn thing, well, shit, she might as well change her name to Alicia Bollinger. Anyway, you know how we end these videos. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.